Hello, amazing parents. Dr. G here, your friendly go-to board-certified pediatrician. And yes, a mom too, back with part 2 of our baby foodie adventure. Are you excited? If you haven't watched part 1, where we discuss signs of readiness, first food options, and purees versus baby-led weaning, I highly recommend going back to get up to speed. In this second part today, we'll delve deeper into our discussion on introducing solid foods. I'll share my insights on the foods to avoid when introducing solids. We'll explore the debate between jar foods versus homemade purees, and I'll give you some of my top practical tips for making a smooth transition to solids. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more useful content. Without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so we talked about what to eat, how to eat it, what not to feed, okay? This is equally important to discuss what not to feed your baby during this transition. Number 1, whole milk. Babies under 12 months should not consume whole cow's milk primarily because it lacks the necessary nutrients that breast milk and formula provide. It's also more difficult for your baby to digest. However, small amounts of yogurt and cheese can be introduced after 6 months with the okay from your child's doctor. Number 2, honey. Honey can contain a bacteria which produces toxins in a baby's intestines, leading to a serious condition called infant botulism. So it's a no-go on the honey until after their first birthday. Number 3, high-risk choking foods. Please, please, please. Anything hard, small, round, or sticky should be off the menu. This includes whole grapes, popcorn, nuts, hot dogs, hard candy, and large chunks of any food. When serving foods like fruits and vegetables, cook them until they are so soft and cut them into small, manageable pieces. Please, please, Dr. G begs of you. Okay, next up, store-bought versus homemade purees. As we explore the exciting world of solid foods, you might be wondering whether to go for store-bought baby food or to prepare homemade purees. Both options have their pros and cons, and the choice ultimately depends on what works best for your family. But let's break it down a little bit. Store-bought baby food. Okay, one of the biggest advantages of store-bought baby food is convenience. It's pre-cooked, pre-packaged, and ready to eat, making it a lifesaver for busy parents or if they're on-the-go situations. They also offer a variety of foods and combinations that can be handy to introduce to your baby to those different flavors. However, a concern for some parents may be the potential presence of additives or chemicals. While most baby food brands follow strict safety and quality regulations, several studies have found traces of heavy metals like lead and arsenic in some products. This doesn't necessarily mean they're unsafe, but it's worth noting. Always choose reputable brands and look for products with minimal ingredients and no added sugars or salt. Okay, homemade purees. Preparing your baby's food at home gives you full control over what goes into it. You can choose organic produce, use fresh and seasonal ingredients, and avoid any additives or preservatives. Homemade food also allows for more variety and the opportunity to tailor meals to your baby's preference. The downside, it's time consuming. Planning, shopping, cooking, pureeing, and storing meals takes effort and time, which might be a challenge for some parents. But with some organization and batch cooking, it could become a manageable part of your routine. A middle ground could be making homemade purees when you have the time, and keeping some store-bought options on hand for hectic days or outings. Remember, the best choice is the one that suits your family's needs and ensures your baby is getting a healthy, balanced diet. Okay, so solid food tips for success. Now that you have gained all of the knowledge and information about starting solid foods with your little one, are you as excited as I am? Oh, yes, great. Now that you are equipped, here are some key steps to set both you and your baby up for success. Number 1, choose the right time. Timing can play a big role in how your baby receives their first solid food. Choose a time when your baby is not too hungry or too full, and when they're generally in a good mood. Many parents find that morning or midday works best for this new adventure. Number 2, create a calm, comfortable environment. Make sure your baby is comfortable and secure. Have a high chair or a supportive chair, which helps with the feeding as it makes it more helpful for them to be able to swallow and be comfortable. Number 3, start with a small amount. At the start, your baby's only going to eat about a teaspoon of food once a day. You can gradually increase the quantity as your baby gets used to solids. Remember, at this stage, it's more about getting your baby used to the act of eating and experiencing new textures and flavors rather than replacing their milk feeds, because that's a whole food that has all of their calorie needs in it. Number 4, be patient and persistent. Your baby might reject a new food several times before finally accepting it. This is a normal part of the process. It can take up to 15 tries before a new food is accepted. So don't be discouraged. Keep the experience positive and fun and free from stress. Just release it. Release the stress. Number 5, encourage self-feeding. As soon as your baby shows interest, let them get hands-on with their food. It's a great way for them to improve their motor skills like we discussed, and it also builds their independence. And it's going to be messy, but that's part of the fun and the process, and we are going to embrace it. Number 6, watch for choking hazards. Always, always, always supervise meal times and ensure that food is appropriately sized and well cooked to prevent choking. Avoid giving your baby hard foods like we've already discussed. Okay? All right. Number 7, stay alert for signs of allergies. Symptoms may include a rash, hives, swelling, difficulty breathing, vomiting, or diarrhea. If you notice any of these symptoms after introducing a new food, stop that food and contact your pediatrician immediately. Okay, very important. Introducing solids is a big transition for both you and your baby. It's okay to feel nervous or unsure. Remember, every baby progresses at their own pace. Keep the experience fun and stress-free. And don't hesitate to reach out to your child's pediatrician with any concerns. Super important again. Well, there you have it, amazing parents. Your baby is now ready to embark on the wonderful adventure of solid foods. Remember, this is an exciting time for you and your little one, so enjoy the journey, take lots of pictures, and cherish the memories. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share. Until next time, happy feeding. Bye.